up, y'all? So I'm on a long drive. My GPS, like in the middle of driving, I was driving to the rental to go and check my mail, like, cause I get some mail that goes there. So in the middle of driving, my GPS went out, and for some reason it took me to like Royce City, Texas, which is like kind of far, and it's like, you know, I basically am stuck on the road for like another hour, and it's like on the other side of the Metroplex. And so anyway, I'm stuck in the car, and I've been listening to audiobooks and YouTube videos and stuff like that. So one thing that I've been thinking about, and most of what I've been watching is like, you know, money, businesses, Alex Hormozi. Like, I'm a huge Alex and Layla Hormozi stan. I really like their philosophy, and like I love what they're preaching, and it speaks to me because a lot of it is like a lot of it is stuff that I struggle with, to be honest. I don't want to be necessarily where they're at, but I want to be at the level that they're operating at. Like, I want to be operating at a scale, a mass like scale level, and I'm not, you know, at least not financially. And the main obstacle that has kept me from getting to where I want to be, I think, is that, or in my mind, I think that it's that people don't take me seriously. I you know, like I do everything I need to do for myself in order to be like an entrepreneur or whatever, you know what I mean? So like, I have what it takes, you know what I mean? But in order to get to the next level, which is to make a lot of money, in order to get to the next level, make a lot of money, like, you need other people. You need people to work for you. You need, you know, like, even the basics, like getting a cleaning lady to work for you at your rental. Like, I can't even do that. You know, I can't get someone to take me seriously. I'm having trouble getting anybody to take me seriously. And the only time anybody takes me seriously is once I get rid of them, once I fire them, or once I break up with them. Like a guy, let's say I tell a guy, like, these are my needs, like, guy that I'm dating, these are my needs, and he doesn't take it seriously, and then, you know, I stick it out until I realize, like, oh, he doesn't take it seriously, and then I break up with him. And this is a recurring theme in my life. I get in relationships, whether it's like a friendship or a relationship, like a partnership, or I'm working for someone, or someone is working for me, and I tell them what I need in the beginning, but I don't set an expectation. I just tell an expectation. And so they don't take it seriously, because I'm not like conveying to them that I'm serious. And so, you know, I am serious, which is why I always end up ending the relationship, but it's always after the fact. I'm not setting the expectation from the beginning. So one thing that I just watched a video with Alex Hormozi, and he discusses setting expectations at the very beginning of your relationship with someone, and setting a very firm expectation. Like, I'm serious about this, I need this, and in order to operate with me, in order to be in a relationship or partnership or working for me or whatever, this is what I need. And in order to not get this, in order to be in any kind of relationship with me, you need to XYZ. And it's like, if there's a tiny hunch that you're not going to deliver, like, you're out. And to be very firm about that, and to show other people that you're willing to do that. And so the main reason why people don't take you seriously is because, and this is like what I'm telling myself, like, the main reason is because you're not setting these I'm not setting these expectations up front. And the funny thing is, like, this will happen very often, where I'll work for someone and I'll express a need right from the beginning. I'll work for someone, or someone will work for me, or I'll get in a relationship, or whatever, any kind of like relationship, and I'll express a need that I have. I express something that I want. I want this. I need this. Whatever, in order to keep going. But I'll just like say it, and usually I'll say it in passing, and so then I'll break up with the person. I'll be like, yeah, this is the reason why, and they'll be like, what? You never said anything. Yeah, I did say something. I said it, like, oh my god, my most recent relationship. Oh, you never said anything. I said it every single day. Literally, this relationship I had certain very fundamental issues with the relationship that I was bringing up. I thought I was bringing it up every single day, but he like just wasn't listening. And so then I broke up with him, and he's like, what? You should have said something. Well, I did say something. Literally every single day I've been saying something. But I was not showing that I was serious. You know, you can say whatever you want, but unless you show people that you're serious about the thing that you need from them, like, no one's gonna listen to you. No one's gonna listen. No one's gonna, like, who cares? Why should I care? Why should I? Well, you should care because this is what you need in order to be in a relationship with me. If you don't want to be in a relationship with me, then who cares? Whatever. You know what I mean? Or working relationship or working for me, you should care, you know? And that's why, you know, that's why I fired people or, you know, fired clients. Like, you know what? I didn't set an expectation with my client. In order to work with me, you need to bring your A game in order to win a property. Because, like, I could do all the flattery that I can with the other listing agents to make them want to choose our offer and not somebody else's offer. I can work these deals as much as I can, but I can't make you win the offer if you're not willing to pick up your phone at work. If you're not willing to, like, look at this deal for a few days, if you're not willing to put, like, everything in it, if you're not willing to offer more than asking, like, I can't tell you to offer more than asking as your realtor. Like, if you're not going to do it yourself, you know what I mean? If you're not willing to bring your A game into it, if you're not 150% serious, like deadly serious about your cause, why should anybody else be? They won't be, and they're going to take you for a ride if you're going to rely on somebody else to make your dreams come true. So the reason why people aren't taking you seriously is because you're not taking yourself seriously. If you took yourself seriously, if you took, like, what you cared about, if you saw it as worth investing in, you would show people that they better bring their A game. You would show it right from the very beginning. You would set this expectation that they better bring their A game, and if they don't, they're going to be out. If you don't show it to them right from the very beginning, then you're not dedicated enough to your own cause, and you don't deserve it, frankly. And that's how I see myself, is like, the reason that we haven't gotten this far, the reason that I haven't gotten farther than beyond just myself, the reason why I've been having to do everything myself and no one else has been taking me seriously enough for me to want to work with them, is because I haven't been taking myself seriously enough. I haven't been taking what they can do seriously enough. And so a lot of what we see is really just a projection of what we're putting out there. And so, yeah, that's like the next, you know, like, skill of the day that I want to work on is setting expectations. And you know, it just applies to, like, literally every single relationship. This person is bothering me, that person is bothering me. My problem with life is, like, I hate people, I like living alone, I like being with myself, because nobody treats me the way that I want to be treated. Well, maybe you just don't believe that you deserve to be treated the way that you want to be treated. And so you're not showing that to other people. You're not, like, demanding it from them. You're not saying, in order to be in a relationship with me, this is what you need to do. You're not showing it right from the very beginning. And the reason why you're not doing that is because you don't believe it. You don't believe that you deserve it, and you feel like, why would they listen? They're gonna think that you're asking too much. You're too arrogant. You're not being arrogant. You're being realistic. You're letting them know that you're gonna drop them. You know, and for me, like, that's a problem with the way that I've been thinking, is, like, I've been thinking, like, oh, I'm too arrogant if I tell them that I'm gonna drop them if they don't X, Y, Z. But the reality is, I do drop them if they don't X, Y, Z. That's why people think that I'm flaky. I'm not flaky. I just drop people that don't work with what I need to do. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of it is just, like, you know, subconsciously, after a while, I realize, okay, this is not working out. This person is not doing what I want. This person is not, you know, and even though I tell it to them, and, you know, whatever it is, it's just not working out. And I'm not letting them know in the beginning, if you don't X, Y, Z. And another thing with my ex is that I showed him, so my ex, we got in a relationship of me literally every single day telling him what I needed from him, and him not delivering. And the reason for that is because I wasn't delivering on the things that I said I was going to do. Like, for example, he moved in with me like a month after we started talking. Even though I set this expectation from the very beginning, no boys are allowed to sleep over. Like, you're not allowed to sleep over. And I said this from the beginning. And he was like, no, but like, why, you know, like, what if I, you know, slept in the guest room, and what if, and like, you know, wouldn't it be like inconvenient if you had to drive all the way there? Like, wouldn't it be more convenient if I just slept over at your house? Or like this and that's. Like, he kind of pushed the boundaries, which, you know, he was testing whether I would enforce my own expectations, which I didn't. I failed. And I was like, okay, you can stay in my house. Okay, I guess. Well, and then, you know, so then he slept in the guest room. Well, wouldn't it be better and easier if I just slept in your room instead of you having to clean the sheets? And I thought about it, like, okay, like, so then I deferred to his, you know, what he was saying, instead of honoring my own expectations. And this is what made me so angry. And the anger is, you know, at myself, because I didn't honor my own expectations. And this is like literally with and so he got the message that in order to be in a relationship with Pardes, I don't have to fill any of her expectations. It takes me a while to, you know, realize that about myself. And it also takes me a while to like enforce that with other people. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people, like, you know what you want, you know what you expect from yourself and from other people, but you're just not making it happen. Why aren't you making it happen? Because deep down, you doubt yourself. You're like, oh, well, this is such a big deal. You know, I'm just being arrogant. I'm just being, like, I'm expecting too much. If you believe that you're expecting too much, then you're just not going to make it happen. Because even with expecting something, it's going to be hard to get. You know what I mean? Even with knowing all the strategy and what you need in order to get to something, it's already going to be hard. If you don't even have or believe in that expectation of yourself, then it's going to be so much harder. I mean, it's not even going to happen. You know, unless that person innately has that expectation for themselves. In which case, why would they be messing around with you? You know what I mean? So that's the lesson for today. You want to set expectations in others, start with yourself. Set those expectations in yourself. The discipline has to come from within, and then you can like whip other people around you into shape. Also, then you'll be more intuitive as to what other people around you have the discipline to vibe with you, because maybe you don't want to invest that much time and energy in people that aren't as disciplined as you are when you get to that point. So yeah, that's a lesson for the day. I hope it was helpful, and like this video. It's going to take me a while to get to this next place, so I might make another video on the way.